Every time a man over 70 tells me, Coach, I guess this is just old age, I think of my client, Richard. Richard was 72, living in Austin, Texas, and he walked into my office leaning on a cane, shoulders slumped forward like the world had been sitting on his back for years. He said to me, Doc, I feel like life is slowly shrinking around me. But what he didn't realize was this. At 72, Richard's best years were ahead of him. All he needed were 5 simple habits to reignite his body, his energy, his confidence, and when he committed to them, 6 months later, he walked into that same room without the cane, stood taller, looked sharper, and said, Coach, I feel like myself again. That's what today's video is about, because if you're a man over 70, you've been told a lie. A lie that your body must decline, that your energy must vanish, and that your strength has an expiration date. Not true. Not even close. Let me give it to you straight. After 70, your body isn't shutting down. It's responding to your habits. That's the myth most men believe. They think health is luck, genetics, fate. But psychology has proven it over and over. Your habits control 70% of your long-term physical vitality. And here's the empowering part. You're never too old to change your habits, but your habits are definitely old enough to change you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Marcus Hale, your mentor for mature men's health, confidence, and longevity. For over 22 years, I've coached men in their 50s, 60s, 70s, even men in their late 80s, helping them take control of their bodies and their lives. So when I tell you these 5 habits work, it's not theory. It's thousands of real men who've rebuilt their vitality naturally. Now, let's get into the first habit. Let me tell you about Carlos, 76, from San Diego. He used to wake up feeling stiff, back tight, knees locked, shoulders sore. His doctor told him it was just age, but that wasn't true. The real issue? His joints weren't being lubricated. See, after 70, your joints behave like an engine left overnight in the cold. The oil settles. Movement in the morning warms everything up. Just 10 minutes a day changed Carlos's entire experience of aging. Here's the simple ritual I teach. 30 seconds, neck circles 1 minute, shoulder rolls 1 minute, arm swings 1 minute, hip circles 1 minute, leg swings 3 minutes, slow marching in place 3 minutes, deep belly breathing. That's it. 10 minutes, but it turns on the circulation switch, which wakes up your whole body. And Carlos, he now wakes up without pain. Ask yourself, how does your body feel in the morning? Stiff or alive? Now, let me share a story about Graham, 81, from Vancouver. Graham used to crash around 2 p.m. every single day, mentally foggy, physically drained, ready for a nap. But his problem was simple. He was dehydrated and undermineralized. Most men don't realize this, but after 70, you lose thirst sensitivity, you lose electrolyte balance, and you lose muscle hydration, and the brain slows down. So I put him on a simple rule. Before noon, a glass of water plus a pinch of sea salt. That's it. Why it works. Water hydrates cells, sodium trace minerals activate nerve signals, and together they lift energy and sharpen mental clarity. Graham told me, it's like someone turned the lights back on inside my brain. Try this tomorrow morning. 1 glass of water, 1 small pinch of sea salt. Watch how your body responds. Let me introduce you to Harold, 74, from Philadelphia. Harold told me, Coach, I'm too old for strength training. No. You want to stay young? Strength isn't optional. It's your lifeline. Here's what most men don't realize. After 70, muscle is your currency. The more you keep, the healthier you stay. So I gave Harold the 70-second strength rule. Every day, do 1 single exercise for 70 seconds. Wall push-ups, chair squats, standing calf raises, countertop planks, light dumbbell curls, no gym, no equipment, no excuses, just 70 seconds. 4 months later, Harold's doctor said, your leg strength looks like a man 10 years younger. Habit, consistency, that's the secret. Question for you, are you doing any daily strength exercise right now? Let me tell you about Professor Allen, 79, from Boston. He was losing balance, taking slower steps, worried about falling, and that fear alone steals years from a man. So I introduced him to the 3-window walk. 3 walks a day, 5 minutes each. Morning, afternoon, evening. Why does this work so well for men over 70? because short walking windows maintain blood flow, improve balance, keep your brain active, reduce inflammation, and boost mood. 5 minutes is nothing, but 3 times a day, it's life-changing. Alan now walks every day, and he says, "Coach, I walk with confidence again. Haven't felt that way in years." What about you? How many minutes did you walk yesterday? Now let's talk about the habit that saved Tom, 73, from Detroit. He wasn't sick, but he felt old. Not physically, emotionally. He told me, "Coach, I feel like I'm always on edge. I can't relax." This happens to a lot of men over 70. You've lived decades of responsibility, careers, families, business, pressure, but your nervous system never learned how to turn off. So I taught Tom something called the evening reset ritual. Every night, he does this. Sit in a chair, feet flat, place hands on your belly, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 6, do that for 6 rounds. Why it works: slows heart rate, lowers cortisol, improves digestion, helps sleep, clears emotional tension. Tom told me after 2 weeks, "Coach, I sleep like a younger man again." And you can too. 6 breaths, 6 minutes, massive results. Men over 70 often say, "I can't bounce back the way I used to." But guess what? You don't need to bounce, you need to build. Your strength now comes from consistency, not intensity, from wisdom, not force, from patience, not speed. And that gives you a massive advantage over younger men. You know discipline, you know commitment, you know how to stick with something, you know yourself. All these habits, a younger man might quit them, a 70-year-old man won't. And that's why you age better than they do. Remember this: if you're over 70, your age is not a weakness. It's a superpower when paired with the right habits. Let me hit you with a few more examples. Samir, 75, Chicago, lost energy walking upstairs. After adding the morning mobility ritual, he moves smoother. No knee pain. Victor, 82, Miami, had trouble sleeping. Started the evening reset ritual, now sleeps through the night. Bernard, 79, New Orleans, was afraid of falling. Started the 3-window walk. Balance improved in 12 days. Elijah, 70, Atlanta, felt mentally foggy. Water plus sea salt changed everything. He says he feels awake again. These men aren't special. They're just like you. The difference? They took action. Let me put all 5 habits into one simple plan you can start today. Morning, 10-minute mobility routine, 1 glass water plus pinch sea salt. Midday, 70-second strength exercise. Throughout the day, 3-window walk, 5 minutes each. Evening, 6-round breathing reset. That's your natural health blueprint. No pills, no complicated diets, no expensive programs, just simple habits. The kind that rebuild a man from the inside out. So tell me in the comments, which of these 5 habits are you already doing? Which one do you want me to make a detailed follow-up video on? What's the biggest health challenge you're facing right now? I read every comment. I respond to as many as I can. And your comment might inspire the next video. In the next video, I'm going to teach you the 7 early warning signs of decline after 70 and how to reverse each one naturally. This one is critical, especially if you're noticing changes in balance, memory, or energy. Make sure you don't miss it. Listen, if you're a man over 70, don't let anyone tell you you're at the end of the road. That's not your story. You are not fading. You are refining. You are sharpening. You are becoming the strongest, calmest, most disciplined version of yourself. And these 5 simple habits, they're not just practices. They are a declaration. I'm still here. I'm still strong. And I'm still becoming the man I'm meant to be. Remember my favorite line, the one I tell every man who thinks age is against him. You're not getting older. You're getting wiser. And a wise man ages on his own terms. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay healthy, and stay ageless. Vitality, resilience, energy, balance, strength, clarity, longevity, confidence, flexibility, rejuvenation.